A year and a half after an investigation into the Hanceville Police Department led to 6 people being indicted, most of those cases are now heading toward a resolution. 5 of the 6 defendants have reached agreements with the state, with 4 entering guilty pleas this week. The I-Team's Gracie Johnson takes us back through how that investigation started, what it uncovered, and the impact prosecutors say is still being felt.
A year and a half ago, 6 defendants were indicted. I stood before you then and called it a bad day for law enforcement, but a good day for the rule of law. I have that same sentiment today.
A year and a half later, Coleman County District Attorney Champ Crocker stood before cameras again, this time to announce guilty pleas and sentences in an investigation that started with something else entirely.
We had a major theft ring we were investigating, and we had learned of illegal activity related to these individuals involved in this case. When the first officer, we had met with DA Champ Crocker to talk about an arrest, and then days later it was determined there was multiple officers. And at that time I made the decision to contact the SBI. That
decision grew into a much larger case involving multiple law enforcement agencies. By February 2025, the public learned just how far that investigation had reached. 5 Hanceville police officers, including then Chief Jason Marlin, were indicted. Eric Kelso's wife, Donna Kelso, was also charged. The allegations varied by defendant, including evidence tampering, using public office for personal gain, computer tampering, and drug-related crimes. A Coleman County grand jury went further, recommending the Hanceville Police Department be disbanded and saying it believed there was a rampant culture of corruption within the department.
When we learned of this information early on, we started working together to bring a resolution for something that put a black eye on law enforcement.
But prosecutors say the damage didn't stop with the criminal cases against the officers. Their arrests also created a problem for cases those officers had built against other people.
We had to dismiss a lot of cases in which these officers had arrested people, because it's not like we could go to court with them. And there were cases at Hanceville Municipal Court. In that court system, there were felonies and misdemeanors here that some of these defendants made, and unfortunately, we had no choice but to dismiss those cases. And there were people that Wilbanks and company had arrested who did not have to pay for their crimes.
Now, most of the cases against the people at the center of the investigation have reached or are moving toward a resolution. Eric Kelso, Jason Wilbanks, former Chief Jason Marlin, and Donna Kelso entered negotiated guilty pleas Wednesday. Wilbanks will serve 3 years day for day in the Department of Corrections. Eric Kelso will serve 4 months. Both were taken into custody after their hearings and began serving their sentences. Marlin and Donna Kelso received suspended sentences and probation. Wilbanks and Marlin also gave up their law enforcement certifications.
Over the years, there have been several law enforcement officers in this county who have been charged with crimes, but this is the first one I know of that has gone to prison.
And the plea agreements could still matter as the remaining cases move forward. Eric Kelso, Donna Kelso, and Marlin agreed to cooperate with the state and testify truthfully in related matters. Of the 6 people originally charged, 4 have now pleaded guilty. William Andrew Shelnut is seeking admission into accountability court, and Cody Kelso's case remains pending.
There's nothing more horrific than law enforcement officers making bad decisions.
In the wake of the investigation, the Coleman County Sheriff's Office took over law enforcement services in Hanceville. As for what the future holds for the city's police department, Gentry says his office will continue working with city leaders for now.
As we move forward, we'll be working with the city of Hanceville to make sure that they're good and sound, and anything they need, we're here to take care of them.
In Coleman County, Gracie Johnson, ABC 3340's I-Team.